All right, Coach. First question, one in one weekend. How are you feeling coming out of this weekend?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Oklahoma's a really physical team. I was a little worried about them, and for us to kind of sneak out that first win was great. I felt like we were in control for pretty much most of the match, but we did have a hard time stopping them. They're a really good team, and they'll probably be pretty good moving forward. And then yeah, playing in Lincoln is an amazing experience, but it's also really hard. And I thought we had a good showing. We had an easy opportunity to be up 2-1, and just kind of let set two slip away.
How big was it for you as a coach to see your team after dropping a very close second set to come back, knock them down on themselves, and get that third set?
Yeah, I think it just kind of shows the composure of this team. Like the experience is. We knew we kind of let that one slip away, so it was just a little bit of that eagerness to, hey, let's get back out there, let's win this next set, and kind of go from there.
When back to Oklahoma, did their attack kind of surprise you?
I wouldn't say it surprised us. It was just better than we thought it was going to be in match one, right? Like we knew they had the hitters, they had the physicality, they had a couple of really good transfers come in. So I wouldn't say I was surprised by that. We were expecting that. I was expecting us to defend a little bit better.
Were the errors on both sides, both from the attack and service, was that kind of first game jitters?
Probably, I don't. It's hard to say, like I felt like we were ready to go, but yeah, everybody that first match of the year is going to have, some jitters. There's going to be some, with especially with younger players getting opportunity. It takes them a little bit to get in the swing of the speed of the game. So, but yeah, I don't really know.
Uh, Looking at this weekend as a whole, how did you think your serve and receive?
As a whole, I was pleased. I thought it was good. We had a couple of stretches where we weren't as good, but not like in years past. So, in the past, we've had games where it's like, hey, we're really struggling here. We've lost some matches because of some stretches, but the whole weekend, I thought our serve and pass probably the most solid it's been early in the season for us.
Your setter, Lily Nicholson, sophomore year, she gets a full, off season of knowing that she's the one, she's the
Mhm.
quarterback. How do you think she performed this weekend?
Yeah, she's made huge strides. So last year was just tough, right? She had to get thrown in there, whirlwind, right? She's just like figuring things out. So this year during the spring, we were able to talk through the why, like how to run an offense. Why are you making these decisions? So yeah, she's going to be solid on the offensive side for us. We just need to get her to block more.
How did you think new transfer Becca Kelly did being there on the opposite of Melly Farah?
Yeah, I'm the reason why we brought her in was evident. Like the physicality, she's going to be an elite Terminator. She's made some great block moves in both matches, but she's still figuring out this game. As well. It's hard, right? When you're getting a lot of bad sets, having to figure out what to do with it. But overall, I'm super excited that we have Becca.
You mentioned she's helped. How has she helped the block, and how has Sarah and Alexis helped her?
Yeah, I mean, just the middles are great. Like they've been training so hard, working on their block moves. They're both got experience. They're the same age. Um, but with Becca, like she just naturally makes a good block move. So now it's just getting her to see the ball a little bit earlier and figure out where she needs to go. But I think there's a lot of trust already built up between her and the middles, and yeah, I was really pleased with a lot of the touches.
Do you think Becca has that potential to develop into a six rotation?
Oh yeah, for sure. Becca's going to be a 6 row. She actually holds her own pretty well. Like I don't have an issue having her in there. I just because I want her to be an elite Terminator now. I don't want her to have to worry about getting targeted and serve receive, and then having one affect the other. So I just want her to focus on crushing balls and blocking balls.
Then, new rule this year in NCAA that allows you to use two liberos.
Hmm.
Y'all taking advantage of that. How do you think that went for y'all this weekend?
Well, I had two liberos out there, but I didn't really switch them or use. I put Jubes, Jalen Clark in the liberos jersey, but we never really had an opportunity to do the switch. So I'm still kind of toying with it. You know, I like having that opportunity, whether it's even bringing one out to talk to them real quick and then throwing them back in. But I was coaching club when it was the two libero rule came out, so I'm used to it. So it's not anything new for me.
Do you like that as a rule change for the NCAA?
I don't know. I feel like at our level we should be doing what the pros do, and the pros don't do that. So I'd be okay with just one, but if they're going to do it for two for the transition from club to college, I'm fine with it.
The next opponent, Wisconsin, kind of run a similar system where they're taking advantage and using two liberos themselves.
Yeah, I'm going to be surprised if they continue to do that because I don't know if they feel like that was working well for them. But when you have two good ones, right, like you want to figure out a way to use them. So we'll see.
What are you expecting out of this Wisconsin team? You know, they've rough starts of the year. They started 0-3. Do you expect a kind of an extra big punch, especially early in that match?
Yeah, I expect a very hungry Wisconsin team. Probably one that feels like they can just kind of roll over us, you know. So I'm hoping that yeah they punch and we're going to punch back and battle with them.
Then looking at Minnesota, you know, they come out beat #1 Texas. What are you expecting out of the Gophers?
I expect a lot of what they've been doing. It's been working for them. But I think everybody right now has proven that if you can just get hot at the right times, nobody's playing super clean, that everybody's beatable. So I'm looking forward to trying to get 2 wins out there. But if not, just playing at a level that we feel like where it's deep tournament quality.
To your superstar outside Mara, do you notice a huge jump in confidence from year 1 to year 2 here at TCU?
I mean, I don't know. I like with her specifically, you think?
Yeah.
No, I feel like she's the same player. She was just injured a lot last year. So this year, being healthy, like I think she feels like she can do a little bit more than she was able to last year. But it is nice, right, as a teammate to know that you have a player like her that can hopefully be consistent game in and game out. And, you know, if she's getting, you know, Big 12 Player of the Week several weeks, we should be doing some good things.
Then kind of the last, it's kind of a big picture thing. How important is it to you as a coach as you look on all these big networks and seeing them showcase college volleyball as, you know, kind of college sports are in kind of a state of limbo right now?
Yeah, I think it's amazing all these big matches that are out there, the major networks covering, you know, volleyball a little bit more, and then just the quality of volleyball that's being on TV. So I think I've always said, like, in terms of like watching volleyball, you need to kind of be a little more informed about the game to enjoy it. And I think the more you watch high level, you know, women's volleyball, the more people are gonna be like, wow, I didn't know that this was volleyball, you know. And so I think it's awesome, and I'll support anything that promotes the game.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Ray.